Good afternoon, Park Hill. I'm Laura Price.
And I'm Kendra Sawyer.
He is known as the Shredder and also as Park Hill's best cross-country runner of all time. Still don't know him? His name is Joe Walton, and our own Matt Pitts caught up with him.
The start of the race, I was pretty nervous, but we were lined up, and I was next to Michael McCulloch from Staley, and I've ran with him the past few races, so I was pretty confident that me and him could stick together and pick people off. But once the gun went off, everybody took off real quick, and it was out of my comfort zone, so I just stayed in the back. And around the first mile, I was in 55th place, and then I knew my time was right because we were only hitting like five minutes, so I knew that the crowd up front, they were running pretty fast, but I could stay in it. And then around the 2 mile, I was in 29th, and I was sitting pretty well, and I noticed the guys around me were struggling a little bit, and the 3rd mile was the hardest, so I was feeling pretty confident then. And once we hit the hills, I was just picking people off, and in about the last 800 meters, I was in, I think, 16th place, and I knew that I had enough in me to finish, so I started my kick, and then once I reached the last 400, I think I was in around 12th place or something like that, and I saw a few guys ahead of me, and I was picking them off too, and I was running with all I had. And then I noticed Zach Harriet, who was former state champion. He was on the right of me, and I didn't know what happened, but I didn't let that chance slip. So I kept running pretty hard, and then I finished. But I just couldn't believe that I did so well, and I got 9th place, and it was a great experience.
Thanks, Matt, and congratulations, Joe. Foreign Exchange Club will have an important meeting today in room 326 at 2:45. Refreshments will be served. And also, the organizational meeting for Scholar Bowl will take place in the South 500 pod today after school.
Anyone interested in trying out for baseball this spring needs to attend a meeting in the cafeteria at 2:45 tomorrow, November 9th. See Coach Reynolds if you cannot attend. And also, a huge congratulations to the following swimmers and divers for qualifying for state this coming weekend: Jared Alderman, Barry Chang, Matt Johnson, Connor Sheen, Vince Tutorino, Matt Wagner, and Garrett Woldridge. The team placed second at their conference meet last week.
Juniors, are you interested in working at Cerner next school year? The Cerner Corporation is having an open house tomorrow, November 9th, from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. The house will include information about the Cerner Scholar Internship Program, along with a tour of Cerner campus. Please RSVP to Liz Ginther at lizginther@cerner.com.
It was a cold and misty walk over here, wasn't it, Kendra?
It sure was, Laura. But if you would like to know all the details about the weather, here's Jordan.
Guys, I'm Jordan Polson out here outside of Central Office. It's absolutely freezing out. Currently it's 46 degrees. We've got about 10-mile-per-hour winds, so it is very, very chilly. If you are going to go out tonight to the soccer game, wear lots and lots of layers because it's only going to get worse from this. We're going to get as low as in the very low 30s, around 35. And it is only going to get colder this evening. Although I do have good news, the rest of the week is going to warm up. The sunshine will be coming out, and we don't have many calls for rain or snow for that matter. Next week, though, is a whole different matter. But that's all I got for you now. I'm Jordan. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Jordan. Now we'll go to Micah for our sports news.
Thanks, guys. The boys soccer team will take on Liberty tonight at 6 in the state playoffs, but the game location has been changed to William Jewell College. Admission cost is $6. And now for some meeting announcements. If you are a runner and interested in off-season strength and conditioning, there will be a mandatory meeting this Thursday at 2:45 in room 420. The meeting will last approximately 30 minutes. There will be a meeting for anyone interested in serving as a boys basketball manager this Thursday immediately after school in the upper gym. Now that's all I have for you for sports. Let's take it back to the news desk.
Thanks, Micah. Today's birthdays are Caitlin Ryan and Jeremiah Wallace. That's all we have for you today. For Trojan TV News, I'm Kendra Sawyer.
And I'm Laura Price.
Thanks, Park Hill.